Alright students, so let's take this question. This question came in 8th January session. So now we are also taking 8th Jan paper 2, right, of JEE mains. And sometimes you will find one of the best questions being asked in JEE mains paper 2. So we do paper 2 as well. And a lot of you have requested that, sir, please take paper 2. So we are taking that. So what is the question? Let's see. It says 2 alpha is a root of. So let me just write these things which are given to us. 2 alpha is root of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Right? This is given. Also given is beta is the root of the equation ax square minus 2bx. See, this is the error that we generally do, and make sure that you do not do it. Write it very, very carefully. Given that a is greater than 0, that means coefficient is positive. That means it's an upward parabola. As you keep on writing or reading the question, make diagram in your mind that what is given. Also, it is given that alpha is bigger than the beta. Now, you have another equation called ax square plus 4bx plus 2c equal to 0. Right? This is a equation whose one of the roots is given to be gamma. Now you have to find the relation between alpha, beta and gamma, provided that there is already a relation between alpha and beta which is given to you in the question. Now our target is to figure out how we have to figure relation between alpha, beta and the third quantity is gamma. So let's see, general trend of solving this question is the expression, the third expression which we have to see. I write it like this. Okay, I write it like this. Okay, now notice this is the third expression, right? Third quadratic equation. Now let us satisfy the values which you have to take. Like for example alpha. You will understand why I am doing this. Just keep following. मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ ये भी आपको समझ में आएगा. Let's just solve the question first. So ये क्या हुआ? A into alpha square. तो अगर हम इसको solve करते हैं क्या हो गया? 4b alpha plus 2c. Right? Why I have written like this? Now notice 2 alpha satisfies this here. Right? Let me remove all this so that I can make some space here. So अगर ये इसको satisfy कर रहा था तो this implies what will happen? 4a alpha square plus 2b alpha plus c equal to 0. That means if I just take the 2 common here, this will become 2b alpha plus c here. Put the value of this from here. If you put the value of this from here, what it will be? 2 times minus 4a alpha square. And if you notice, this comes out to be minus 7a alpha square. And what is so beautiful about this fact? This is always negative. The best part about this is it is always negative. Why it is always negative? Because a is given to be positive. Read the question here. A is given to be positive. If A is positive and alpha square is already there, so that means H alpha comes out to be positive, always negative. Similarly, we'll try to figure out H beta. Now you will understand why I am doing this. So if I put beta, this will be the beta quantity, isn't it? So if you put beta, again what I'll do, I'll try and put beta in this particular equation. Let me remove this for the time being again. So if you put this here, so beta would be a beta square minus 2b beta minus c equal to 0, and again the same thing as we did earlier. So अगर आप यहाँ से 2 common लेते हो तो ये क्या बना? 2b beta plus c equal to 0. तो equal to 0 सॉरी यहाँ से उठाएंगे और वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे हम लोग आराम से. ठीक है जी. तो ये क्या बन गया? 2 times देखो ये एक और गड़बड़, अल्फा नहीं. जो ये बहुत छोटी छोटी एरर्स होती है ना कई बार, ये हम लोग सब करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप ही करते हो, एज अ टीचर हम लोग भी करते हैं. तो प्लीज डू नॉट वरी टू मच अबाउट देम. ठीक है ना. तो ये देखो ये क्या हो गया? प्लस 2 टाइम्स ए बीटा स्क्वायर. एक ए बीटा स्क्वायर ऑलरेडी था, तो ये कितना हो गया टोटल? 3a बीटा स्क्वायर. नाउ व्हाट यू कैन से? यस, नाउ यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. दिस इज ऑलवेज positive. This is always positive. Now you have two quantities, H alpha and H beta. One is always positive and one is always negative. Now here the major concept of quadratic will lie. Let's see. Right? And I hope now a lot of you would have got the solution. जिन लोगों का पहले नहीं आ रहा होगा ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर. तो अगर आपका एच एक्स वापस से लिखते हैं, हमने एच एक्स क्या लिया था, वी टुक एच एक्स एज दिस पर्टिकुलर एक्सप्रेशन. A is given to be greater than 0, that means it's an upward parabola. एक क्वांटिटी H alpha आपकी क्या आ रही है, H alpha is coming out to be always negative, H beta is always positive, right? So और हमें पता है अल्फा और बीटा कैसे हैं कि बीटा छोटा है, तो अगर आप नोटिस करो डायग्राम बनाना होता, बीटा यहाँ होगा, अल्फा कुछ ऐसा होगा, तो गामा की श्योरिटी हुई या नहीं हुई, गामा कहाँ होगा, अल्फा और बीटा के बीच में, तभी तो वो जीरो होगा कि बीटा से पॉजिटिव वैल्यू से आप गए नेगेटिव, आप पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव तभी जा सकते हो जब बीच में क्या आया होगा, जीरो. सो द करेक्ट आंसर, order, whatever you want to call it, where we were looking for is beta is the smallest, then gamma, and then alpha. So this is the order, and hence D is the answer. Fantastic question. Please understand it very, very carefully. I would say this is really, really good question to be asked at a JEE mains level. Though we expect that you should understand this, because this is also expected to be solved by a class 10th student also, because there is no new concept being used. It's a concept of polynomials that has been used. So please understand it very, very thoroughly. Alright, let's see this question. आगे बढ़ते हैं. 9th Jan शिफ्ट 1 में आया. जो लोग ट्राई करना चाहते हैं जल्दी से ट्राई करें इस क्वेश्चन को. इजी क्वेश्चन है, दो इट लुक्स लाइक अ कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन, कॉम्प्लेक्स इक्वेशन का क्वेश्चन लगता है, बट एक बार जल्दी से रीड आउट कर देता हूं मैं सब लोगों के लिए. So question was asking you x square plus 2x plus 2 equal to 0 has two roots alpha and beta. You have to find the power alpha 15 beta raised to power 15. ठीक है जी, इन दोनों का आपको सम निकालना था, ये टारगेट है. तो बहुत सारे लोग मेरे ख्याल से इसको सही करके आए होंगे, और अभी जो लोग अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं वो भी बहुत अच्छा अटेम्प्ट करेंगे. हिंट इस क्वेश्चन में क्या थी, जो शायद वी हैव ऑल्सो कवर्ड दैट इन द कॉम्प्लेक्स पार्ट, is that whenever you have higher powers, hint is whenever you have higher powers, right, then always think of complex, always think that there will be complex involved. Now how complex will be involved, I would say this would have been a even more easier problem if the question was x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0, because let's quickly revise. We know the roots of this are omega and omega square, that are the cube roots of unity. But that is not happening here. So if this is equation is not actually x square plus x plus 1, there is one step still to be solved. We will require to find the roots. Roots are minus b plus minus under root d, which is b square, minus 4ac, which is 8, divided by 2. This will be reduced to x is equal to minus 2 plus minus, remember this will be minus 4. Minus 4 will be 2 iota, right, by 2. So if you notice, this reduces to nothing but minus 1 plus minus iota. So if I assume that alpha is the smaller root, which you can do, आप दूसरा भी ले सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, और बीटा मैंने ले लिया, इस तरीके से आप इनको स्वैप भी कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सो इफ यू नोटिस, आर एक्सपेक्टेशन दैट दिस विल बी अ कॉम्प्लेक्स इक्वेशन और अ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर क्वेश्चन इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट. सो वही काम यहाँ पर हो रहा है. तो अगर मुझे यहाँ से अब एल्फा की पावर निकालनी थी, एल्फा रेज टू पावर 15, विच इज माइनस 1 माइनस आयोटा रेज टू पावर 15, और एक आपको करना था बीटा रेज टू पावर 15, विच इज माइनस 1 plus iota raised to power 15. We have solved this question in complex number, which you can go forward and solve. ठीक है, जल्दी से एक बार करा देता हूँ. प्लीज गो बैक एंड वॉच द वीडियो ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स. माइनस 1 बाहर आ जाएगा, 15 पावर है, तो ये बन गया 1 प्लस आयोटा रेज टू पावर 15. आई विल जस्ट सॉल्व वंस एंड यू कैन सॉल्व फॉर द रेस्ट. सो इसमें हम क्या लिख सकते थे, इसको मैंने रूट 2 से डिवाइड कर दिया इन अ वे, right? If I divide it by root 2, so this will become 1 by root 2 iota by root 2, and this will be root 2 raised to power 15. This is also raised to power 15. What it will become, can you tell me now? 2 raised to power 15 by 2. I'll solve this again, don't worry. If you are not able to understand, this is cos 45, this is iota sine 45 raised to power 15. Something similar. Haven't we solved that? We in fact we are trying to use here De Moivre's theorem. राइट. दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव डन इन कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. आप प्लीज जाके उसको वापस पढ़ें. तो अगर मेरे को इसको यहाँ पर सॉल्व करना था, ये क्या हुआ, -2^15/2. cos 45 कितना होता है, cos π/4, और ये हो गया आयोटा sin π/4, और ये हो गया 15. राइट. सो ये अगर हम अंदर जाके लिखना चाहते तो हम इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं, दिस विल बिकम -2^15/2 cos, ये क्या हो जाएगा, 15π/4 प्लस आयोटा साइन 15π/4. This is how you can write this using De Moivre's theorem. People who are new to De Moivre's theorem, please go back and watch the complex number from this particular series so that you can revise that fundamental, very very important fundamental, right? So अगर हम यहाँ से देखते, what is 15π/4 by the way? So ये जो 15π/4 वाला एंगल आया, ये एक्चुअल में यहाँ पर ट्रिगो का एंगल आ गया. So 15π/4, right? If you notice, so 15π/4 can you write something in the factors of 2 pi? Let's see. So 16 pi hota, so it would have been 4 pi. So I can say 2 times 2 pi minus, let's see, I'm just giving you a hint. Just think of this, pi/4. And you know that even multiples of 2 pi means actually 0, right? They are actually 0. So actually this equation, now listen to this very carefully. This generally becomes something like this, cos, you can say minus pi/4 plus iota sine minus pi/4. ठीक है जी, ये हो गया डी मोवियस थ्योरम से इसको यूज करते हुए. और हमें पता है कॉस के अंदर यार नेगेटिव का तो सर कोई फायदा होता नहीं है. तो अगर हमें इसको और सिंप्लीफाई करना है, सो वी कैन फर्दर गो फॉरवर्ड एंड डू दी सिंप्लीफिकेशन. इट विल बी -2 times, oh sorry, let's change the pen. So it becomes -2^15/2. Cos is still 1/√2. This will be -1 iota by √2, बिकॉज साइन तो नेगेटिव हो जाता है. और अब ये देखो √2 कॉमन लोगे तो एक ये √2 पावर से कैंसिल होगा, कितना हो जाएगा, -1/2 पर जाएगा. तो यस, सो ये क्या बन गया, -2^7 1 माइनस आयोटा, ये बन गया. सिमिलरली आप वही मेहनत करके ये आपका होमवर्क है और ये प्लीज इस मेथड से करें so that you guys can revise the De Moivre's part. Similarly we'll have to solve the beta also. Now coming to the next part, इसमें एक और तरीका है, ये मैं सारा हटा रहा हूँ. जिन लोगों को ये समझ में आया बहुत बढ़िया, रिवीजन के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था De Moivre's theorem. चलिए अब आते हैं एक और तरीका इसको सॉल्व करने का. अगर हमें यही चीज सॉल्व करनी थी, कई लोगों ने इसको बाइनोमियल से भी सॉल्व करा होगा. पीपल मस्ट हैव यूज्ड बाइनोमियल थ्योरम. That is also correct. Whichever you feel is easier for you, go forward with that. So binomial कैसे यूज करते हैं, हम इसमें यूज करते हैं 15c0 -1^15. Then you will use 15c1 -1^14 and you will start putting minus iota, right? Something like this. और ऐसी इस वाली सीरीज को भी आप ओपन करते 15c0 minus iota -1^15 प्लस 15c1 -1^14 और अब की बार प्लस आयोटा. सो व्हेन यू विल ऐड ऑल ऑफ देम यू कैन सी दैट दीज टर्म्स विल गेट कैंसल्ड आउट. जो ऑड प्लेसेस पे वैल्यू आ रही है वो बच जाएंगी और वो कैसी आएंगी, ट्वाइस हो गए, ट्वाइस ऑफ 15c0 -1^15. अगली टर्म कौन सी बचेगी देखें जरा, 15c2 -1^13 और आयोटा की कौन सी वैल्यू आएगी, माइनस वाला लिखने की जरूरत है वैसे, क्यों, नोटिस करो आयोटा अगली बार क्या आएगा, स्क्वायर होगा. ठीक है. सिमिलरली एक वैल्यू अगली कौन सी बचेगी, 15c4, आप अगली वैल्यू कौन सी लेंगे, माइनस. ये सारे नोटिस करो ये तो माइनस में आने, सो आई कैन एक्चुअली टेक -1 कॉमन एवरी टाइम और ये क्या आएगा, -iota⁴. दिस इज हाउ इट विल गो. सो मैं एक काम करता हूँ, -2 कॉमन लिया, 15c0 is 1, -1 I have already taken common. This will be 15c2, right? This is how you can write. और ये माइनस आयोटा स्क्वायर ही लिख देंगे तो -1. फिर क्या आएगा आपके पास, iota⁴ हेयर, iota⁴ क्या होता है, +1. तो ये होगा 15c4. तो ऑल्टरनेट ऐसे आने शुरू हो जाएंगी वैल्यूज, 15c6 फिर 15c8 ऐसे क्वेश्चन ये बढ़ता रहेगा, सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा। तो ये भी काफ़ी लेंदी है अभी देखा जाए तो, बट ये एक बाइनोमियल का तरीका है जिस तरीके से आप सॉल्व कर सकते हैं इसको। ठीक है, ये तो दो अप्रोचेस मैंने आपको कराई, बट लेट मी देन हाईलाइट, एज यू कैन सी all of them are really big, right? They are very lengthy. You will say, sir, will we be able to solve this much in the exam? I also am sure that you will not be able to solve this much in the exam. So sir, what is the shortcut, or how would a good student solve this particular question so that they save the time also? Okay, let's see. अब हमें निकालना था इसकी वैल्यू, हमें एल्फा रेज टू पावर 15 कितना हो गया, -1 प्लस आयोटा रेज टू पावर 15, और बीटा रेज टू पावर 15 हुआ -1 माइनस आयोटा रेज टू पावर 15. Can you tell me what is the thing which you can see here in these two, which is very obvious, right? वो पावर के चक्कर में हम लोग भूल गए शायद. ठीक है, तो देखो अगर मैं इसको एक वैल्यू लेता कोई भी, लेट्स से z, ये मेरा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, तो ये z कॉन्जुगेट हो गया, और आप क्या करना चाह रहे हो, z प्लस z कॉन्जुगेट. सो z plus z conjugate, this is a very important formula, is nothing but 2 times real part of, yes, got it. So if you notice, आपको इस क्वेश्चन में सॉल्व क्या करना था, 2 times real part of any real part of कोई सा भी नंबर आ कर सकते थे, जरूरी नहीं है कि z का लेना या कोई, let's say for example this, or 2 times real part of -1 minus this. And if you notice, we have solved this particular case. So 2 into, हमने ये निकाला था -2 raised to power 7 -1, कुछ ऐसा ही निकाला था हमने, याद आ रहा है, 1 प्लस आयोटा हो गया था शायद, है ना, कुछ ऐसा हमने निकाला था, तो वो हमने याद आ गया, हमने निकाला था 1 माइनस आयोटा. प्लीज़ वापस जाके वीडियो को जब ख़त्म हो जाएगा सेशन तब जरूर देखें. तो ये कुछ इस तरीके से हमने करा था. सो अगर आप नोटिस करो, इसमें हमें चाहिए क्या, वी जस्ट वांट द रियल पार्ट. सो इफ़ यू आर रियली प्रिपेयर्ड वेरी वेल, बिलीव मी, क्वेश्चंस में टाइम बचता है जो आपको निकालना आना चाहिए. सो ये कितना हो गया, 2 रेज़ टू पावर -7 कितना होता है, याद कर लेते हैं, 32 is 2 raised to power 5, this is 128, and this becomes -128, this replies -256, hence the answer is -256, which is the B part. So question which looks like easy, I would rather say, देखो कुछ ना कुछ होते होते क्या हो गया प्रॉब्लम, ये प्रॉब्लम लेंदी हो गया, और पेपर में लेंदी ही जनरली टफ हो जाता है. सो अगर मैं आपको ये प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए घर पे देता क्वेश्चन, तो ये शायद लेंदी प्रॉब्लम नहीं था, और या फिर ये टफ प्रॉब्लम नहीं था, बिकॉज आप पेपर में कभी भी इसको घर पे जब आप प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो उस हिसाब से नहीं देखते कि सर ये मुझसे 90 सेकेंड्स के अंदर सॉल्व होना चाहिए. आप क्या देखोगे, हाँ ये तो कराया क्वेश्चन है सर, आई विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व दिस. बट पेपर में जब 90 सेकेंड्स के अंदर ये सॉल्व करना होता है, तब एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन भी टफ बन जाता है. दैट्स वाई आई कीप ऑन सेइंग, प्रैक्टिस एज मच, टेस्ट एज मच एज पॉसिबल, उसी से आपका इंप्रूवमेंट होगा. ठीक है जी, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेते हैं. वी हैव स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम ऑन दिस क्वेश्चन. चलिए जी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेते हैं. 9th Jan शिफ्ट 2, इवनिंग शिफ्ट. सो इट सेज, इफ बोथ द रूट्स ऑफ द क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, आई एम रीडिंग आउट द क्वेश्चन सो दैट यू गाइस कैन स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग. इफ बोथ द रूट्स ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन आर रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट, बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन दी है तो उसको ढंग से सुने पहले. रूट्स आर रियल एंड डिस्टिंक्ट, दिस हैपेंस ओनली व्हेन द डिस्क्रिमिनेंट इज d greater than 0 and they lie in the interval. So this is something important, I would rather say. We don't generally expect interval problems to come in JEE mains, but they have asked it. So let's do this very thoroughly so that you guys can practice this concept as well. ओके तो वो कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है कि इसमें नोटिस करो, क्वेश्चन फिर भी थोड़ा आसान है. पीपल हु हैव प्रिपेयर्ड quadratic equations on a very good level, or they have done preparation for advance also, or they have solidly prepared JEE mains, would find this question really easy. इस क्वेश्चन में ज़्यादा मीट नहीं है, ज़्यादा टफ नहीं है. बट पीपल हु हैव नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड quadratic equations, स्पेशली लोकेशन ऑफ रूट, so this question comes from location of roots topics. So if you have not done this, then those students will find it tough. But this is easy question. Why? Let me come back to the expression here. You know the coefficient of x square here is 1. That means it's an upward parabola. You are saying that both the roots are real. That means real and they are distinct. Alpha and beta are distinct, two different values. This happens only one. So that means we are solving the first part when d should be greater than 0. So if d's I take, this becomes m square minus 4ac, that is 4 into 4 should be greater than 0, not even equal to 0. Remember that. Okay, do not do this error that you will say sir ye to aisa hona chahiye tha. So if you solve, a lot of students then also do this error that they will take this and they will do sir m should be greater than 4, square root ले लिया यहाँ से direct, we have taken the square root. Very basic and silly error. Please do not do this ever again. In inequalities I have taught you so many times, you cannot do this. This is not allowed. So if you are solving this, this will be m square minus 16 greater than 0. Break into the factor form. This will be m minus 4 into m plus 4 greater than 0. We'll solve it on the wavy curve. Minus 4 plus minus plus, and greater than 0 region means the plus region. So answer should lie between minus infinity to minus 4 and 4 to infinity. But we have just solved the discriminant for this to have real and distinct roots. अगली बात क्या कहते हैं? Roots should lie in the interval 1 to 5. So now let's change the pen. So that means what will happen now? So this range of 1 alpha to beta, right? That means you can start it from here, but the roots will lie between 1 to alpha. That means 1 could be here and the 5 could be here. That's what you have to do. That root should lie in the interval 1 to 5. Though a lot of you would think that sir 1 and 5 should be the boundary or the extreme, or in fact you can say the roots, but it is not said that way, that alpha has to be greater than or equal to 1 or something like that. If 1 is here also, then the conditions are also satisfied. If 5 is here, then also the conditions are satisfied. So we can take any broad range, right? That's the reason I have drawn the blue line on this, right? So you are said that the alpha and beta should lie between 1 to 5. So 1 and 5 should lie. So that means if you have to understand in a very basic layman language, that beta should be less than 5 and alpha should be greater than 1. This is what you have done. So now how do you do that in quadratic equations? Now the point comes of the concept. So people who have not done this concept, please listen to the concept very carefully now. So let me just make some space for this here so that you guys can understand. We have solved the discriminant part already, right? Now let's see. Okay, let's see. The concept is, now you want the roots. Okay, let me use the white pen only. If the roots are like this and you want that the roots lie between, let's say, k1 and k2. These are the two values and between which your two roots should lie. So the first and the foremost condition is that the vertex of the parabola, okay, vertex of the parabola is nothing but minus b by 2a, right? X minus b by 2a. Vertex का abscissa निकाला हमने. So the first condition is that minus, okay, let me make some space here also. Minus b by 2a should be greater than the value k1 but should be less than value k2. Why we have done this is important. Okay, let me write the second step also, then you will be able to understand. If you just write this is not sufficient, because if you say this, then the k1 can be here and the k2 can be here, right? This is still satisfied, but we want k1 and k2 what to happen? To lie outside, right? We want the k1 and k2 in this regions, right? Outside of alpha and beta, right? So for this you require the second condition also. The second condition is to ensure that they lie outside. What you will do is f of k1 is greater than 0, f of k2 is also greater than 0. If you can do that, then it will make sense, right? And you have to do them individually. Remember, rather you have to do them individually. Do not apply the condition afk1 into afk2 greater than 0, because if you apply this, again take k1 and k2 internally, both will give you negative values. These are the values, but if you product them, they will become positive. So don't do this error of taking them internally. Take them separately, right? So these are the conditions. So notice in this way, if you want to remember them, how you will remember them. This is a really good concept which we don't expect them to be asking here. This tells you left and right, right? This will tell you left and right. This will tell you inside, outside, inside, outside, right? So coming back to our problem, अपने क्वेश्चन पे वापस आते हैं. तो अगर हमें क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना था, इसको मैं डिलीट कर देता हूं सबसे पहले. सो अगर मैं कंडीशन लगाता हूं ये वाली, अब ठीक है जी, चलिए सॉल्व करते हैं. सो अगर हम ये सबसे पहली वाली कंडीशन लगाते हैं माइनस बी बाई टू ए. सो माइनस बी बाई टू ए कितना हो गया, एम बाई टू. दिस शुड बी लेस देन 1 and should be, oh sorry, less than 5 and greater than 1. So this requires m should lie between 2 to 10. ठीक है. और दूसरी कंडीशन जो कि दो पार्ट में है, उसकी पहली कंडीशन क्या है, f of k1 that is f1 should be greater than 0. जनरली यहां पर क्या होता है, a f k1 a f k2, बिकॉज a ऑलरेडी पॉजिटिव है, वो हमने नहीं लगाई, ये याद रखना जरूर. ठीक है. f1 अगर हम नोटिस करते हैं तो क्या हो जाएगा, f1 जल्दी से बताओ मुझे अब. दिस विल बी 5 माइनस m ग्रेटर देन 0, दैट मीन्स m शुड बी लेस देन 5. और b पार्ट का आंसर अगर हम निकालते हैं, b इज f ऑफ 5 शुड ऑल्सो बी ग्रेटर देन 0. दिस इज 25 माइनस 5m प्लस 4 शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 0. तो यहां से आंसर आया m शुड बी लेस देन 29/5, राइट. और हमारा एक d ऑलरेडी था, नोटिस करो 3 कंडीशंस वर देयर, d, this condition and this condition. Now what you will be doing, you will be taking intersection of all these 3. ठीक है. मैं ये डिलीट करता हूं, अब जरा जगह बनाता हूं, और हमें अब लेना है intersection so that all the 3 conditions are met. So if you take the intersection, remember d हमारा कितना आया था, माइनस इंफिनिटी टू माइनस 4 टू इंफिनिटी, यही आंसर आया था हमारा इसका. नेक्स्ट इसका आंसर क्या है, देखो, लेस देन 5, लेस देन 5, सॉरी लेस देन 5 बाद में बनाते हैं, पहले इसका बनाते हैं 1 किसका, 2 to 10. लेट्स से 2, ओके, लेट्स से 2 to 10. 2 is here and let's say somewhere 10 is here. So 2 to 10 is this particular region. Okay, then you have less than 5, less than 5, and then you have 25 by 9. 25 by 9 will be somewhere here, right? Almost 6. So ये कुछ इस तरीके का. So a region which is lying in all the 4 lines is particularly this region. If you notice, this particular area is lying in all the 4 regions. This is your final answer. So the answer for this is that the value of m should take between 4 and 5, which will give you plus 4 in the final paper. So B was the answer which you should have marked. Again, interesting concept. We have revised the concept. Please go through location of roots once again and do them very, very carefully this time. Okay, so let's move to 10th Jan shift 1 problem. I'll read out the question for you so people who are solving simultaneously can solve that. For quadratic equation, now quadratic equation is based on a parameter c, as we can see very clearly, and it is also the coefficient of x also, that is c minus 5. So we are not sure whether the coefficient of x square is positive or not. That depends again on the value of c. So from here only we get hint that there will be 2 cases, case 1 and case 2. Why cases? Because what will be the coefficient of x square, positive or negative? Obviously it cannot be 0. What will be the coefficient of x square? That will make the cases. Let S be the set of all integer values. So, okay, I am reading here all integer values of C for which one of the root of the equation lies in the interval 0 to 2 and its other root lies in the interval 2 to 3. This is the question statement. Now, I'll explain it to you with the help of a diagram, especially for case 1. Let's say case 1, when C minus 5 is greater than 0, that is C is greater than 5. That means this is an upward parabola, something like this. So what would be the case? Let's understand that. It says one root of the equation lies in the interval 0 to 2. Let's say 0 is somewhere here. And the other root is, we don't know. So let me, mark like this. Okay. 0. And other root lies between 0 to 2 to 3. This is what you will draw. Now, such that one of the roots is here and one of the roots is here. So how you solve this in location of roots? Again, it's a question based on location of roots, which JEE Mains this year have actually asked, which is really good. In fact, this has raised the standard of quadratics again. If you notice how you will solve this, for this case, F0 is positive, F2 is negative, F3 is again positive. What do you mean by positive, negative? The values of the function at this particular points. These are the values. So if you see what is F0, let me just solve each and every value first. So F0 is nothing but C minus 4. What is the value of F2? Right? F2, let's see, you just have to put the value 2 here in this particular expression here. So if you solve this, this will be 4 times C minus 5 minus 4C plus C minus 4. Right? This is the value. And if you calculate, this will become what? 4C will get cancelled. This will be C minus 24. This will become C minus 24. Similarly, I can go forward and solve the F3. F3 will be 9C minus 5 minus 6C plus C minus 4. Right? So what will be the net value here? See, it will be 10C minus 6C. So this will be 4C minus 45 minus 9. That will be minus 49. So if I write entirely, then this value would be what? 4C. Let me remove this. This will be 4C minus 49. So we have got all the three values now. 4C minus 49. So for this case to be true, so you need the following conditions to be true. That is F0. Let's say F0 is greater than 0. So this will say C should be greater than 4. Second condition is F2 should be less than this. So C should be less than 24. Third condition is F3 should be greater than this. That means F3 should be greater than 49 by 4. And do not forget the initial condition, C should be greater than 5. So if I have to draw them on a wavy curve or a number line, so let's see how you are going to draw it. So the first condition is C should be greater than 4. Right? So let's say C is greater than 4. Second is C should be less than what is given is 24. Let's say we'll pick 24 here. C should be less than 24. Okay. Third is greater than 49 by 4. So 49 by 4 is something 12 something. So let's say we'll put 49 by 4 here, which is greater than 49 by 4. And do not forget the initial condition. C should be greater than 5. So let's say 5 is somewhere here. C should be greater than 5. So you need again the common region where all the 4 lines will lie. Did you notice where it is happening? Yes. This particular slot. In this particular region, you have all the 4 lines, which is from 49 by 4 to 24. So the answer to the case 1 is that C should belong to 49 by 4 to 24. This is the answer that you should be looking to write in this particular case. Okay, let me just erase this very quickly so that because we still need to solve, remember the other part, we just have solved case 1. So the answer to the case 1 which you want is nothing but 49 by 4 to 24. This is the answer that you will mark. Now let's move to the other part. We still have to solve the other part. Remember, we haven't solved it completely, this question. The other part is the case 2. So case 2, let's see the diagram of case 2 first. Now case 2 would be when c minus 5 is less than 0, that is c is less than 5. Now this will be a case of downward parabola, right? Downward. So now in this case, if you see, the value at 0 will be negative. The value at, let's say, 2 would be positive. And again, if I have to draw and go forward, if I take the value of 3, this will again be negative. So here you will say f0 is positive. Oh, sorry, negative. Earlier it was, remember, positive. f2 is going to be what? Positive. And f3 is going to be negative. All of them will be reverse. So if we try and say do the first step, f0 less than 4, so c should be less than 4. Second condition would be f2 is greater than 0, c should be greater than 24. Third condition is f3 less than 0, that means c should be less than 49 by 4. And you want the intersection of all of them. If you notice, these two only contradict each other. One of them says that c should be greater than 4. One of them says c should be less than 4, and one says c should be greater than 24. They are contradictory statement, isn't it? They contradict each other. So if they contradict each other, that is not possible. No solution. NS. ठीक है, हम NS लिखते हैं ना नो सॉल्यूशन वाले केस में. तो ये वही बात हो गई कि इस केस में that means you will never have a downward parabola. So that means your final answer to this problem will come from this. The question is still not over. Believe me. Again, this is a question which is again lengthy in the examination. So let me remove this. ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन को दोबारा से एक बार दोबारा देखना पड़ेगा आपको वीडियो खत्म होने के बाद. हमसे पूछा गया था S क्या है. अब S be the set. S is a set of all, yes, integral values of C, right? All integral values of C. So 49 by 4 is what? Is equal to 12.25. That means the next big integer that C can take is 13. And you have to tell the what? Answer में देखो बताना क्या है? Number of elements, right? That means the answer would go from 12 से बड़ा integer, that is 13, will go till 24 or 23. ये भी एक हम लोग गलती करते हैं. ये गलती नहीं करनी है हम लोगों को. It will go till 23, not 24. 24 is not included in your answer. So 13 to 23. Then another big mistake. We said these are 10 answers. No, these are not 10 numbers. These are 11 numbers, right? So the answer is A part, which you will mark in this particular question. Again, I would say a very good question, because there is a scope of lot of errors in this question which you can commit. Please watch the video again to understand the concepts and also understand what silly errors you could do. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. 10th जैन के ही कोई शिफ्ट 2 के क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं.